was like, what? You just transferred some lady that could have stayed at the hospital and she had to wait so long. And anyway, between my sister and my brother and my sister and my brother and me, we were calling, and my brother just said, if you don't take care of it and get it approved, because it was already approved, but somebody messed up and didn't communicate, I'm going to come down there and you will hear from me. And so within like 5 minutes, between all three of us calling, they were like, no, it's approved. Somebody just didn't, I don't know what happened. So then my sister had to go. The paramedics who transported her left the hospital because they had to take her back because they have other patients. So they were literally almost on the freeway, and my sister got a call from the hospital and said, can you find the paramedics? Because the surgery is on. And my sister's like, okay. So, hey, Brooke. Anyway, my sister like literally drove down the street to try to find them and found them. And then, or didn't find, she saw them, but she had to call my mom's cell phone. My mom didn't answer. She called one more time. And then my mom answered. And my sister's like, tell him to turn around and come back. The surgery's on. And so the guy was like, are you sure? Because if we get on the freeway, we're not going to turn around because they have like a crazy timeline. Anyway, thankfully, she was able to catch the paramedics and they went back and took my mom to the hospital. And yeah. Hey, Kat, how are you? Anyway, I was just telling the story about my mom. She had her surgery today. Everything went pretty good. Yeah. My mom's still like in and out. Like she has some diabetic complications. So she had to get, she was supposed, listen to this. So after all that, and we get it, good news, the cadaver artery that they were going to use to do a bypass was too short. I'm like, do you guys have medical degrees? I mean, what the fuck? I even said right before she got approved, I said, hey, you guys got the right tools in there? Is the cadaver artery long enough? I mean, you can't even make this stuff up. It's so frustrating, yeah. What's up, GR? But she's doing okay. I mean, she's in recovery right now. She has a 1-1 nurse, so she has to have one nurse with her for 24 hours, and she's like in ICU, but she's coherent and stuff. And we got to see her for like 10 minutes after her surgery, but we had to wait like 3 hours. Yeah, we had to wait a long time. She was supposed to have a surgery because she didn't have any blood flow to her right leg, and her toes got gangrene in it from diabetes. And so they looked really bad. One of them was dead. It's dead. But now she has a pulse in her foot, and that's huge because usually that's like, if that doesn't take, then you're going to lose your whole leg. But so far it's working, and but the toes look so different now. Yeah. I won't get into the graphic part, but it's like when I took a picture of it, because I could compare it to the day before. I was like, wow, it looks like one of them still had a lot of flesh tone color, but now it's like purple. So I don't know. No, they weren't sure her heart was strong enough to withhold the surgery, but she got approval. There was just too much chaos. Like her doctor messed up, then the cardiologist. There's so many doctors involved. Like it's really hard to get everybody to dot their I's and cross their T's. But when I got to see her tonight, and even though she was like groggy and everything like that, I mean, the doctor's skill is amazing, but the fact that they didn't have the long enough cadaver artery is just, are you people stupid? Don't you measure that? I don't understand that, but things happen. But they were able to she thinks she's at the hardware store actually, because they call when they use like artificial like tubes and things to use for bypass, they called hardware. Well, she heard him say that, and so she's like, I'm at the hardware store, but she's like, I'm the best dope ever. Yeah, so it's kind of funny to listen to her say it. Your mom's been since April. How's she doing? But my mom like has this good attitude, but like you could see it in her leg. It was a trip, and then my sister couldn't take a picture, but I snuck pictures of it because I know my mom's gonna want to see. Yeah, we're very visual. But yeah, thankfully, I'm really grateful for the surgeon's skills. Not so much their mathematical skills on the artery, but they made it work. And so she's gonna have another surgery either, probably not tomorrow, probably not till Monday, to determine what they do with her toes. That's gonna be the biggest. So as long as she has a smooth night, We're all going to get some rest because my sister was up all night the night before. I was up like 2 nights. I didn't sleep at all for 2 days. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kat. I know the home care the care units are, I don't know, they're pretty awful. I'm gonna stay on short tonight. I'm tired. But I did come home and I had a beer to celebrate because I was very ecstatic that she made it out, and she was relieved to wake up. She prayed a lot. My mom's like very Catholic. Yeah, I'm sorry, Kat. I know they were asking us about putting her in there for like a skilled so many days, but because it's hard, like taking care of somebody and lifting them, and it's a lot of weight and a lot of stuff to do. So my brother and sister, they have to do it together, and I'll help too, but it's hard. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely get some extra rest tonight. What's up, Cindy? How are you? But thank you, guys. Yeah, definitely. Big day tomorrow. I don't know if I'll go to the hospital tomorrow because I know my mom's probably gonna have a few visitors, and she'll probably feel really sore. She's black and blue like everywhere from all the IVs. She has a lot of IVs and stuff. Oh, yeah, because you get weaker real quick. I know. She has like a weird IV. Like here, she had one down here, and I was like, "Why do you have that?" Because every time she would move, she would like hit the bed, and I'm like, "Can you take that out?" You got into an accident tonight. Are you okay? Yeah, that's what happens, Kat. It's like they get weak real quick. I saw some changes in her, and I talked to my siblings about it, and it's that part of life. But I saw the little sparkle in her face tonight. Yeah, no, I feel good. I was like, well, you know what? The most important thing is my mom. So, I still was going to go live, and just a quick one, maybe 30 minutes, and then, go to bed. Yeah, because I've been driving a lot. Yep, been driving a lot. Oh, shit. Well, I'm glad you're okay. When I drove home tonight, the freeway was like a parking lot. And I thought, well, what is going on? It must be there was an accident when I left to go, and the whole part of the freeway on the other side was shut down. And I thought, this sucks. And so I had to take the streets tonight, and it was a pretty long drive. And it was pitch black, and there was a guy that jumped out in front of my car tonight. And I was like, Jesus Christ, scared me because it's so dark. Yeah, tonight. Yeah, yep. And I saw him, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I wasn't going super fast, but he jumped out maybe like 15 feet in front of me. But if you're cruising, you know, yeah, the beer was really tasty. I love a nice cold beer. Thank you. Yeah, it was so weird. And what caught me is something with it was very dark there, so there was like one street light, and then the signal was a little bit, but there was something on his shirt that glared. Otherwise I wouldn't have seen him. He was wearing all black, and then he had like a pocket. It looked like he had a pocket protector on. Yeah, isn't that wild? So of course that was like instant caffeine. I was like, what the hell? Yeah. Did anybody get a fish? Anybody? I was gonna buy one, but I don't need a fish right now. I asked for sushi though. Yeah. Do you guys have any sushi? But you didn't read it. Yeah, too nervous, right? Because now you're like, oh, how do I care for it? I just know that the the betta fish, I said betta, but beta fish, they are very territorial. So you can't like put two males or a female with a male. My brother had one for a long time. It was a mean one. Yeah, it made you sad. Oh, because of the jars. Yeah, and he's a new seller, so maybe he has to learn how it works. I know. Oh no, my brother, you know what he had? He had an Oscar, I think. I think they're the mean ones. Beta fish, they technically don't really live a long time. They're kind of easy to maintain, but you had one that lived forever. You fed it tadpoles. Oh yeah, they love that. The street was so dark, he was running around in the street trying to attack cars. Isn't that sad? Yeah, he's probably like coming off or on something or just mentally gone. Oh, he jumped on the car's hoods. Oof. You know, my friend was driving through LA one day. She's a nurse. So she was a travel nurse. And she came to this signal and she stopped far enough away from the crosswalk. And she had a girl jump on her hood and say she hit her and she tried to sue her and get all kinds of money. But my friend got lucky because the intersection had a camera. It was insane. Yeah, she was like, "Oh, my back." And she crashed right into me. And it literally shows her park a good 20 feet away and the lady like climb up, jump on her car and like act like she got hit. You have a 6-year-old hermit crab? But you know, the woman that did that, she was not, you know, her mental health was gone. It was completely deteriorated. The cops told you not to worry. They took him in the hospital for mental, yeah. But still, all the, yeah. Because the last thing you want to do is hit him and hurt him. You know what I mean? And then, but the stuff that happens to your car sucks. Oh, that's good. But still, then your car's all messed up, right? But still scary. Yeah, at night it's harder to see too. It's pretty dark. Very traumatizing. I agree. Yeah, I know. I thought for sure that guy was gonna like when he jumped out it like it was like an instant shot of coffee. Oh, thank you. Do I think I don't know, Blasian Bunny. How are you? You'll have to see when I have my chat show. I haven't decided if I'm gonna reveal on 365, which is Sunday, or I'm going to wait for the 17th. I don't know. At this rate, I'm so exhausted. I don't even know if I know I'm going to make it, but I don't know. I don't feel like I'm going to make it. Yeah. Cuz there's so much. I'm glad it's like ending on Sunday though. Yeah. Yeah, it's very traumatizing for sure. Yeah, technically 3 more streams. Today, right? 363, 364, 365. So it's 3. Yeah, cuz it's going to be I know, so close. So close and so crazy. What up? What up, Ho? uh, oh yeah, I know. I can't lift her by myself. No way. I mean, I'm strong. I'm very strong, and I know a lot of the little things that nurses do to like lift or slide. But you need to have someone help you. It's a whole human. Yeah, because my mom's not like tiny, but it's hard. But between my brother and my sister, and I told him, you heifers better start working out. And they're like, right? Yeah. You're gonna miss me at night? Mm, we're gonna see. Yep, we're gonna see what happens. Um, who are you gonna talk to before bed? Hey Sue, how are you doing? I mean, you can always talk to me. I'll be here listening. I'll be here listening. I know. Good. I'm glad to hear it. I know. I feel like honestly, I've been awake for 100 hours. I do. I kind of feel like I'm awake for 100 hours. I took a nap today though before I went to go visit my mom because I knew I'd be sitting in traffic for a while, and it was just so busy. Insomniac Club is forever. Hoes be working late nights, yeah. And I was gonna stay there, but and do my stream like real quick in the lobby, but the reception in the hospital is horrible. You do fall asleep. I see you in there. Except Tuesdays and Tuesday nights. Oh no, oh, because I'm off on Tuesday nights. Oh, Sue, she had the surgery. Yeah, I just talked about it a little bit. She had the surgery and she's recovering, and everything went as planned. So now we just wait, and then another surgery in a couple days, and we'll see then. We'll see then. Yeah, yeah. I feel like really relieved. I was really worried about her because she said she wasn't gonna make it. I said, "You're full of shit. You're gonna make it. Now knock it off." I'm very direct with my mom. but we have that kind of tight relationship. Oh, it was such a mess. No, she will stay there until it's time to go home. Yeah, because we already kind of all told them off. We're like, are you gonna be able to? Should we put GPS on her? Are you gonna be able to? You're gonna lose her? But tonight she had a really nice nurse. Yeah, she was a really, really good nurse. But my sister was gonna take a picture of her leg, and she's like, "Oh, you can't take pictures in here." And I'm over there. I'm over there like, "Mom, smile," because she was still smiling a little bit. Yeah, so good. I take a picture of my mom. You can't tell me I can't take a picture of my mom. Give me a break. I'm gonna take it of her foot. I took it of her foot. Her foot looks so much better. Yeah, it almost has like some life in it. I know. Yeah, she will. She'll haunt us anyway. Yeah. I took a picture of like me and her face is like, ugh, I look horrible, she said. My sister wasn't allowed to take a my sister made the mistake of saying, "Oh, I'm gonna just take a picture real quick of like her leg," because you could see on the leg you could actually see the bypass artery that they put in, and which was a tube. And she's like, "Oh, you can't take any pictures in here," and I was like, "Well, they shouldn't tell me that because I did it quick. I'm not gonna ask for permission." And I took a whole bunch. I took like 20, 10 or 20 pictures. The bottom of her foot, the top of her foot, her leg, a picture with me, and a picture with my brother. She didn't say nothing. I didn't even look to get permission. I just did it. There's no other patients. She's in a curtain. No one sees anything. You know, I didn't even take a picture of the monitor or anything. Yeah, I don't need it, but I guess that hospital has some strict rules. But I think it does now because it's a Catholic hospital. Yeah, because I comparing the picture of her foot from like earlier in the day, completely different looking. Yeah, it's so crazy how that whole thing has like yeah, like it had a lot of flesh color in it. Now it's like dark. So I don't know. Um but she used to be real purple red. Now it's like real color. It's so nice. Even though it's really gross looking. And I told her, and I mean, it doesn't bother me, you know, I'm very interested in that, but I see so much color in it. It looks so good. And, she, is probably going to have two toes amputated, I'm sure. Hopefully it's only two and not more, but we'll worry about that when we get there. Yeah, to compare, because she's going to want to look back and see. It doesn't gross her out or nothing. But she was like, that's disgusting. I go, you know, Mom, people love that shit on TikTok. You want me to make a video for you? She says, do it. I'm like, I won't put it on mine, but we can make a new one. Yeah. You miss what happened, why she was brought. Oh, my sister and brother were there. And the day before, my mom had the chills and she is a riot. And all of us kids with her, oh my gosh, she had the chills. So I told my sister, I think she has an infection because she's cold all the time, but she had the chills and she was shaking. I guess it got worse that next night. And so they said, we better call. And it was a good thing they did because her white blood cell count was like way up there. So they were able to pump her through full of like, I don't know, 3 or 4 antibiotics to, bring it down. And they did. And then that's why she went to the hospital. And they just kept her there and got clearance and said, we're doing the surgery anyways. Yeah, she was. And when I got there today in the morning, she was like kind of freaking out. So is it expected? Well, when the foot is black, which means it's dead. So the other toe has turned purple. It's probably going to turn black, which means it will be dead. Um, the flesh dies. So then they have to, yeah, without getting too graphic, they have to like cut it until they find fresh flesh and then they can suture her up. It would be very scary, but it's a diabetic complication. But her foot, like I'm looking at the picture on my thing, I'm not going to show it. It looks so much better, like even from in the day. So maybe she only will lose one. Maybe the other one will be okay. I don't know till they go in there. But like on the back of her foot, it's like kind of deep in there. So I'm hoping that, they can salvage some of that because that's going to be weird, for her. Because she has really long, narrow feet. Um, but her, yeah, she's just, I don't know. I think they're gonna do it kind of quick. They're gonna do it kind of quick. So not if not tomorrow, maybe by Monday. We'll know probably more tomorrow when the doctor comes back to check her out. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And then even like on the bottom, it's really black in the back. So we'll see, you know. But it looks so much better. Like even from seeing it this morning. But she was kind of freaked out. Hey, Sharzaza, how you doing? Hey, everybody. Yeah, I would be freaking out a little bit too. But I told her like she's Italian. She has the nose issue, so she can't breathe through her nose, through her mouth. I'm like, let's try to breathe. Let's try to get calm. And then everybody was coming at her in different directions, and I just said, just stop bringing this up, stop bringing that up. Let's just focus on right here, right now, pain management. And like the nurse was just like, yes. So then the nurses, because too many people were coming in there. Um, it happened to your husband's foot. Yeah, she didn't have it, so she had the surgery for it to get the blood flow. So she has a pulse. That's huge. Yeah, she has. Thank you very much, Kat. Yeah, she couldn't walk for like because of her foot for probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks. But she could barely do it, you know. Yeah, but now she the pain's too strong. So it'll get better. I think it will get better. Just going to be PT and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. And it's you know, it took a long time to get here, so it's going to be even harder to get back. But you know, this doctor's done a lot of surgeries like that where she's going to be able to just recover just fine. Yeah, because that's what her doctor said. I have a lot of patients that had that surgery and they're doing really good. So that's a plus. I still can't believe how much better her foot looks than from last night. Yeah, I mean this morning when I was there because I went to the other hospital this morning. I actually what happened was I I was gonna get on the I was gonna get on the freeway and go down there, and I thought I better call to make sure she didn't get transferred. So I called and talked to the charge nurse, and she goes, "I don't have any paperwork for her to get transferred. Good night, BBA." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" They told us she was going to get transferred because she has surgery. She said, "The surgery is here." I said, "Can you find out?" I'm on my way down there. I get there, and then like I talked to the other nurse, and there's like phone calls, and everybody's calling me, and the case man is like, I don't know why they were calling me. I'm not number one, but I happened to be there and I inquired. Um, then they said, "No, she's not having. She's having surgery here," and it was like a back and forth, like very annoying. So then all of a sudden, they find out, yes, she's going to be transported over. And I'm like, okay, is it approved? Is there, yes, everything's good. So then these paramedics show up and then they took her. And then I told you already the other part. Yeah. But it was kind of funny when the guys came because she said some things to them. I'm not repeating them, but it was kind of funny. I thought for sure she'd be like, "Hi, I see some hot guys here." But she did say that she had some good looking guys later on in the day. She was talking about it. It's so funny. Yeah. Yeah, they were two young guys. But they had a hard time moving her because she was in pain, but it was fine. It was just really funny. But thankfully she's good. Thank you guys so much. And you know, it's part of life that is hard, but you know, it's we gotta just we can only do what we can and hope for the best. So yeah, but she's. I mean, my even my brother, like some of the things they're saying and joking around, and my mom being silly. What did she say? Oh, she was messing around. She goes, "What's your name?" I go, "What?" She goes, "What is your name?" I go, "What are you talking about?" "Oh, you're Linda." Like she was just messing with me, and I'm like, "What am I? What?" "Yeah, I'm Linda." Like she was like dementia, you know. She's like, "I know it's you." Yeah, she did that a couple times messing around, but it was totally her being sassy. I was like, it's really not the time to pretend you don't know who I am. Yeah, but it's okay. It was fun. Anyways, I think I'm gonna raid. I think I'm gonna. Who is you? That's what I said. Yeah, I know my sister has to be tired because She had to go chase down the ambulance, and then she had to sit at the hospital for, I don't know, 8 or 9 hours without seeing my mom. Yeah, I think I'm gonna raid. I'm really gonna go to bed right now. I'm really tired. And I might sleep in. So let me peek and see. Should we go back to the fish guy? Oh man. Keep calm and shop on. I really like Cammy. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Um, yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to peek to see who's on. What do you guys want to do? You want to go to trying to find the beta guy has a lot of people, so we'll go there. All right, we'll just figure it out. Oh my gosh, they just came from beta BETTA boys. Their brand new seller. Good night. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for understanding why I'm doing it short. I'm just tired. Yeah. Like super tired. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna pick someone to raid. Thank you. I'm gonna do it. See, I'm gonna stick with a healthy boundary. 28 minutes. That's how these weekend shows were technically supposed to go. All right, let's see. Let's see who it's recommending. You know what? Let's raid Tweet Co. I haven't raided Tweet Co. in a long time. She's got 3 people in there. She's doing other craft supplies. So thank you, friends. Thank you for understanding. And I know you get it. So I will see you tomorrow night. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the love. And let's go.